guys, this is Grace and welcome to another process video. This is entitled Root Beer Tasting, and this is, I believe, my third or fourth layout with my August homemade kit. So I had cut out the center of this paper because I wanted to use it for a different layout. And I know that because I only had 3 papers from this collection that I wanted to make sure that I capitalize or make the most out of the papers, and so I'm using it as a second background to my page. I had put a white cardstock. That will be my very um, base foundation, and then I'm adding this dotted navy blue paper, and then I also punched out a scallop edge from the light pink paper, and that's going to be my center. So if I was really efficient or really paying attention to my paper, then I would have just, instead of using that square yellow, I could have just cut out a strip of it, since the top and the bottom of that square wasn't going to show anyways. But you know, it is what it is. And I'm just adding a really thin strip of paper so that there's a division between the blue and then also the pink scallop. So I've kind of pre-assembled this before I started the video, so you can see me just adhering everything down. I know where things are going to go. This is going to be a very centered base layout, and that's why I created the darkest paper, or I added the darkest paper to the center of it so that the eye can go straight to the middle of the page. And these are really tiny photos. They're 2x3 photos of a very fun family home evening activity that my family and I did last year, 2015. One of my good friends, she knows that I love root beer, and so she gave me, or she gifted me 4 root beers that you could buy at like a specialty store. So there are different kinds of root beers, and so instead of me just hoarding them, I actually shared it with my family, and we did a root beer tasting for family home evening. So we got a little I found this one thing on Pinterest where you can kind of rate the different root beers, and you can put check marks on it, and we had different kinds of little cups, and it was so much fun. I loved it. And so I used the thickers with the gold lining for my root beer, and then the tasting, I actually cut that out of my silhouette. Now I am so into hand lettering right now, and also calligraphy. When I say into, that means I'm inspired by them. I'm not very good at it, so what I do with that is I just find free fonts online that has the hand lettering and calligraphy um, style that I like, and so that's what I use to cut out the word tasting. Yeah, I am inspired by a lot of things, but when come time that you have to do them, I realize that I am not capable of certain artistic things. I mean, I'm working at it. I'm playing around and trying to use my own handwriting to do all that calligraphy things, but yeah, I just can't do it the way other people do it, and I'm fine with that. I know that we are all gifted in different ways, and so I'm just inspired by people that are sharing their passion and their art with the rest of us. So here are some papers from Creative Memories that I wanted to add. Initially, I really just wanted to keep all of um, the design in the center, but I don't know, I had all these items in my disposal, so I figured, yeah, just play around with it. So I ended up having kind of a diagonal type design as well that goes from the top left to the bottom right. And I had these gold chipboard dots. I don't know why I had these dots. I think they were like, I don't know, part of a bigger chipboard accent, but I had them and I used them as centers to some of the flowers. And then for the other ones, I'm going to bust open the Doodlebug pink button pack that I had in my homemade kit. Excuse me. And then I'm going to use that for the rest of the flowers. And I am going to thread the flowers with some twine. I'm not sure if I think I'm only going to do one button with the thread um, or the twine threaded through the button. And I'm going to add that to the biggest flower, and I believe I'm going to add some splatters to this page, and then I'm going to call it a done deal. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, make sure that you leave them in the comment section below, and I try to answer them as fast as I can. And I've enjoyed sharing here on YouTube, and I hope that are you are still being inspired by the pages that I create. What else am I going to add here? I'm trying to think. I think that's it. Here are some close-ups that I will be adding. Oh, I do add some of these enamel arrows here, but there are a bunch of close-ups coming up, and so I will chat with you guys later. Bye guys.